You know that glow that looks like golden hour whenever the sun hit your skin? That is what we're trying to create today. This is a summer glow makeup and I'm so excited to show you guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tomi and I am a self-declared makeup artist. Thank you so much for tuning in. To all of my new subscribers, thank you so much. I see y'all. God bless you guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please like, subscribe, and also share this video to someone who would need it. If you have any questions, leave a comment below and I'll be sure to reply to all of your comments. Thank you so much, guys, once again. But with no further ado, I'm so excited for this look. So let's just jump right into the video. Prepping the skin is key for summer looks, so we're starting off right with prepping our skin, going in with my Advanced Snail 92 all-in-one cream to give my skin that bronzing finish. I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. Skin bronzing drops. This will be mixing the moisturizer and the bronzing drop together. For the bronzing drops, you can use it just by itself. You have to mix it with a moisturizer to really get that effect. We're not forgetting our sunscreen, so I'm going with my Beauty of Joseon Relief Sun sunscreen, and this is how it is. I really and super love this sunscreen. Very light and not very heavy on your face, so it's just perfect for summer looks. Just a little tip that your highlighter doesn't give you the glow that you want. Your skin prep really does do the job that you want it to do, especially for summer looks. So always a tip to know that your glow starts with your skin and not your highlighter. Going in with my bronzer first, I'm going to be going in this shade, and this is the palette from Mehron makeup. Going in with my slightly flat dance brush, dabbing on my cream, making sure that it is as warm as possible. I'm going to be dabbing in on my skin just to give that warm finish before it's on my face. So going in here, I don't need to really worry about where I'm placing this, but obviously it's going to be above my cheekbone. Just under here. I'm going in my blush next, and this is from e.l.f. This is the monochromatic stick, and honestly, guys, this has been in vogue, and I just really love the fact that it's perfect for summer. And to be going in the shade Luminous Berry, and perfect for my brown skin girl. I'm going in to blend with the other end of my brush, just slightly denting it into my cream bronzer, making sure they both look seamless. See how that just blended into the bronzer without like harsh lines on there. Highlighter is next, and I am going in my liquid highlight. This is how it looks. This is from Shaina B, and I really love this liquid highlighter because it's just really golden, as you can see it, and it's just really perfect for my skin tone on each side of my cheeks and just above where I applied my blush. I'm going to be going in with the same brush that I use for my blush and just tapping in gently until it's really blended. And whenever I add my foundation, this really just brings that glow from within on my upper cheekbone. Going in with my Milani Conceal Plus Perfect with my foundation brush, I'm going to be tapping just a little on my plate. This concealer is very underrated. I love it because the finishing is just amazing. I'm not going for a lifted look, so I'm just going to be applying this on my under eye alone. I'm going to be doing a little bit of lifting when I start blending out, but the goal is not to get a lifted eye look. I'm going to be going over at this side of the corner of my mouth and here. Going to the other side of my chin, on my forehead, and my nose. To get that dewy look finish, I'm going to be going in with my Dewy Coconut Setting Mist, and this is from e.l.f. I'm going to be spraying this just a little bit. This just really sets the concealer in accordance to everything that I've done so far and brings that dewy look once I start blending. Starting out with my chin, I'm going to begin my blending, going into my undermouth area. I'm going to step there and go into my forehead. You can see that I'm really tapping. Oh, I forgot. So I am going in my powder puff. I know this is not something that a lot of people do, but trust me, use your powder puff to blend and you will thank me later. This is such a good technique, especially if you're a beginner in makeup. This is just really easy and just really blends your products into your skin very fast and with less trouble than if you're using a brush. Now I'm going to go into my undermouth, the side of my mouth. Oh my gosh, guys. Gonna go there. So everything is blended. Go to my under eye. I'm making sure that I am not dragging, but I'm only tapping. I think I always say this in all of my videos. Like if you're someone who's watched my video again and again, you're probably like, oh yes, we know. But yeah, we have to keep saying it. You're not gonna be dragging. So that your products don't look like it's smudged all over and just looking cakey. Once I'm done with the first round of blending, I'm going to go ahead to the other side of my powder puff. The side that I use, I'm going to be using this side next to just kind of finish off my blending. Go ahead. And I'm actually using it more on this side of my eye, so it really just finishes off that side and there is no harsh lines. Apply it and just blend, blend, blend. Once I'm done with my concealer, I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer look. I'm going to be going in my powder palette, and this is from Pallate. In this shade here, and this is the shade Nutmeg. Just tapping into my powder puff. By the way, I'm going to be using another powder puff for this. I'm not using the same powder puff that I used to blend my concealer. So going in softly. I'm going to be going in, just blending it out. Once I'm done with that shade, I'm going to go in with another shade from the same palette, and this shade Fawn. This is just a really brighter powder and just kind of set things, make my under eye really bright. Mind I say that this powder is matte. I actually do this intentionally because I don't like a dewy powder, a powder that's not really that matte under my eye, because it just looks very uncomfortable for me, because I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to be using a set and mist that is dewy and it would just all come together. I'm going to be setting my chin with the shade Nutmeg from earlier, the first shade that I used to set my nose, my forehead, and my chin. Going in the same palette, I am going to be using the shade Coffee Bean and going in with my slant brush by applying on my forehead. I always like my whole head covered just because it really gives that summer look. Just gonna be applying a decent amount up there. Now going into my cheekbone area, I'm going to make sure that I am going all the way here and connecting to there, just bringing it down. Now this is a beautiful part. I don't like to set my face with a setting powder, especially when I'm going for a summer look. So instead of me using a powder, I'm going to be going in with another bronzer. And this is the NYX Professional Makeup Butter Melt. That's the brand. It's so good. This is shade Butter Off. With the same brush, I'm just going to use that to glaze my skin. Now bronzing my nose, I am going to be using the shade Fawn from my palette. I'm going in down. I'm making sure that this is very subtle as possible, but still showing out strong. So I'm just going to apply that. Now I'm going into my blush. I'm going in with the same monochromatic multi-stick. I'm going to tap this with my brush, tap excess on my hands, and then I'm going to go in with my blush from Bobbi Brown. This is in the shade Poppy 19. I'm going to tap on it. So you're going to go ahead and I'm going to start here where I had added it before. And you can see that glow. So you can see the side of my face where it's a little flat. And you can see here. Now, that blush brought back the glow that I want in that area. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go right ahead immediately and just spray with my same dewy setting spray. For my eye, going in with my blush, I'm going to be tapping just a little bit on my brush, going in and applying this just to the base, my eye. Once that's set, I'm going to be going in my Milani Ungilded Most Loved Matte. I'm going to be going in the shade Salty Caramel, applying gently. I'm just going in softly. For my shimmer, I'm going to be going for a bronze and gold shimmer. And I'm just mixing these two together to really give that look when I'm under the sun or in a natural light. Going in my Lacquer Intense palette. I'm going to be going in the shade Ivory and Urban and mixing these two shimmers together. This shimmer is going to give a bronze and a gold look at the same time. But I'm just going to apply it to the lower part of my inner crease, and I'm not going to go above that. Under my eye, I'm just going to be applying it, following that. Once I am done with my glitter, I'm going to go in with my pencil, and this is from NYX. It is in the shade dark brown. Super, super love this. And creating that really sultry look. You can see how this just really opened and kind of like darkened my eye a little bit away from the other side of my eye. I'm going to be using my flat brush to kind of just blend in the eyeliner, pencil liner, I'm sorry, using my pencil liner, just blending it out and bringing it in there. Going in preparation for my mascara, I am going to curl my lashes. I'm going with my mascara from Lash Paradise, and this is from L'Oreal. For my lashes, I'm going to be going in with So Wispy Full Bouncy Volume and Curl. This is the number 77846, and I just really love this brand. I usually, for my lashes like this, I usually cut it into, so I'm going to be using like half of the lashes on my lid, like outer corner here, so it gives that really like catty look, but very cute at the same time. So this is how I cut it into, and it used to be like very longer than this. So it's just going to be like a three-fourth of the lash. So that's how I like it. Going to be applying my glue from Duo and just applying it on the strips of my lashes. I'm going to let it sit for 45 seconds and just let it dry out a little bit before I apply it on my lashes. This just really make sure that it stays longer and you're very sure that it's going to be gripping. Now my lashes is done. I did it off camera because guys, lashes is a whole thing by itself. Now I'm going to go under my eye here just to really give that summer look. I'm going to be going in my palette, Milani from earlier, and I'm going to be using the shade Don't Raise It Your Voice. I'm going to be using my flat brush, and this is just really good for your under eye application of eyeshadow and just really makes things very smooth. So going in that shade, I'm going to be dabbing in a little bit to the inner corner. Once I am done with my under eye, I'm going to go ahead and apply my mascara and apply that. You have to be very careful here so it doesn't glide. Finally, I'm going to apply a black eyeliner to the outer corner of my eye just to give that really super dark kind of finish. And we will be done with our eyes. For my brows, I am going to go in my pencil. This is a David pencil. I'm going to use this to just kind of outline my brows and kind of give that shape that I want to. To create a very feathery brows, I am going to be going in with my Fox Brow. This is from L'Oreal Paris. It's really good to just draw out your brows and make it very feathery. And for this summer look, that is what I am going for. Once I am done creating the feathers, I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit of concealer to define my brows. I'm not going to do too much. I'm just going to outline gently. Just follow the line that I created. Going ahead to use my pinky finger to blend in the concealer. I didn't put a lot of concealer there, so it's just very easy for me to use my pinky finger to blend out the chunkiness that you can see. And I'm going to do this softly. My brows are really chunky this summer, but that is okay because I did not shave off my brows or like just kind of put it in together. It's just as it is. So a very good way if you have a chunky brows like me and you don't want to shave it off, this is actually a good way to actually put things together. Next, and finally, for my brows, I'm going to be going in with my gel soap. And this is from LA Colors. It is called Browy Wowie. So this is how it looks. It's called Browy Wowie. It is a brow styling soap and I just love it. So going in with my brow spoolie and dipping it a little bit. This final step just really makes sure that during heat and sweating, nothing is going to move. So I'm just going to apply a little bit and set it all together. And finally, on my lips, I'm going to be wiping out the oil that I applied earlier. Just a little bit on that. And my lip liner. Gonna add on top of that. Out. I'm not really focused on applying it in a certain way. Just more focused on applying it on top of my lips and then I'm going to blend it out. I am going to apply the lip liner. I'm going to go ahead to blend it out. I'm going to be using my brush. This is a lip brush. Blend it out gently. Okay, there we go. So now it looks really cocoa and just really warm, and I just really love that. And if you're someone who is really concerned about your lips and the cracks, I just want you to know that natural lips have cracks. If you don't have the cracks on your lips, probably the fillers. And you know, hey, that's okay, but you just have to really embrace your lips. So just a side note for that, but I'm going to go ahead now to apply my lip gloss. I'm going to clean out the center of my lips. Okay, that looks good. Next, I am going in with my Glow Lip Oil from e.l.f. I think this is the shade Hot as Fudge. Up my lips and my lips. A bit of contrast on there. I'm going to be applying my lip gloss from LA Colors, and this is just a really soft and transparent lip gloss. Apply this to the middle of my lips to create that nude look. And again, just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and apply a lip oil, Hot as Fudge, and on corner of my lips. want it to be on the same level of glossiness. So I'm going to be going in with my e.l.f. lip oil. It's the same, but just this is just the shade Clear. I'm just going to apply it like right in the middle. Because it is summer and I don't naturally have freckles, I really love the freckle looks. And yeah, I'm just going to maneuver and try to get it. And that's why I am using the Lira Paris Fox Brow, the one I use for my brows. It's like really nice because the pencil itself, it's very like sharp, and I feel like it would create the perfect freckle looks that I'm going for. Start by applying, just hitting it on my face. Once I'm done doing that, I actually love the look. I'm going to go ahead and use my powder puff to just kind of like set it in. And mind you, I did not apply any product on this powder puff. I'm just using the powder puff itself. I'm going to apply my last product, which is my highlighter. And this is from Pacifisa. It's the shade Duo Cherry Gold. And this is how it looks. It's a blush and highlighter, but I'm just going to be using the highlighter for it today. Going in with my fan brush, I'm just going to tap a little bit. Especially if you're a beginner, I recommend you using this brush by just applying onto the whole side of my cheek. I'm going to go ahead and apply on the other side. And that summer glow. I'm going to go over to the top of my forehead, my chin. You're applying it on the side of your eye, just your eyebrow area, just kind of create that really glowy look. Okay, and then just a bridge of my nose, just that point, and that's it. I know that I said last product earlier, but I lied. I'm sorry. We have one last one, and that is setting our face. I usually do this. This is the most important part, so your makeup is not smudging or there's no transfer proof. It's heat proof, sweat proof in this hot summer. I'm going to be going in with my one size, setting, fixing, mattifying, waterproof. The thing is, this really keeps your makeup staying all day, especially if you're going to be out all day this summer. I already applied a dewy, setting spray earlier when I was working like with my base and all of that. So that's going to keep my face dewy for the rest of the day. And this is just going to make it stay dewy, heat proof, sweat proof all day. Just applying. Keep your face this way, no moving. Here is the final look, and I hope you enjoyed this look as much as I did, because I am loving this look. The whole freckles, the glow, the lips, everything just works out for summer. And I just want to also add that if you're going to be out all day during summer and you are using this look, you have this look on, make sure that you have a blow-it-in paper, and this really just helps keep out grease and just keep the glow. That is the whole essence. We're not keeping grease on, we're letting that go and keeping the glow. So blow-it-in paper is a way to really keep things very nice and very glowy during summer. Also, tag me if you tried this look. I would love to hear from you and just kind of see how y'all tried out this look. If you have any questions on the steps or something, please let me know in the comments below. I'm very happy to answer all of y'all's questions. That is everything that I have for you guys today. Just before the video ends, I'm going to go outside to show you guys how this look looks like in natural lighting. But before that, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share to your friends. Your subscription really means a lot to me, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, so here is how I look in natural light, and I just really love it. The sun is not out right now. I was waiting for the sun to come out, but we're just gonna take it regardless because that's the whole point. And this is actually my front camera as well, so you know that if I was using my back camera, it would be a big bit, but in person it's looking lovely, it's looking gorgeous, it's glowing in natural light, and that is the whole point. So yes, this is me out in the world.